Welcome to the campfire. Today, we're going to be playing some more Dyson Sphere program. I'm kind of getting into it. If you like the video, like it. If you have questions, comments, concerns, witty remarks, recommendations, and suggestions, let me know in the comments below. Subscribe if you want to. Join the Discord if you want to. And let's get right back into this. So we're just working on dragging all that material back here. And then I'm going to work on upgrading and rebuilding our factory so it's a little bit more laid out. I do want to figure out how to get a loadout plan so that we're kind of bringing things back together slightly better. Why is this coming this way? Let's reverse that. So everything needs to come... Oh, everything needs to go up this way, right. That's fine. Get back to the main camp. This is what needs to be rearranged a fair bit. And now that I can do steel smelting, I can also... Was it this or was it smithing? It was one of these. Oh yeah, can build. So once I get some steel in place, if that's the case, materials. Otherwise we can do thermal, which I don't know where to do thermal. What does this
thermal
need?
Power plant. This kind of power facility consumes chemical fuel. Ensure adequate fuel supply at all times so the plant can consistently
So at the moment,
power.
not what we need. So, let's see. Put one of these together. My question then runs into... That's why it all looked weird to me. Loaded me in looking upside down compared to how I was used to looking. That's already in the queue. That's in the queue. We'll just throw research in to get it going. What do I want to do here? I mean, I want to get all this arranged out in a better way, but I don't have... Maybe if I was bringing everything out this way? Here's where we got coal. So if I bring the coal out to... In theory, if I bring all the iron over to here... This is where I get kind of frustrated and or lost with it. It's having to move things in such a small space. Alright. I'm gonna see if I can work on getting power lessened. Power 2.16. So it's not really gaining me much power. Well, we'll see what happens. Yeah. Generation capacity is only 7.26 currently. I mean, it makes some power, but not a lot. Yeah, it makes power in the kilowatts. Got it. And granted, the balance is actually pretty good at the moment, it seems. How do I want to do this? So... okay, I think I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to start working on getting a new iron with a coal field put together. Yeah. We'll go fix that in a minute. Let's go 6, and that'll cover both of those. And we've got coal right here in a pretty similar fashion. One. I don't know which way I run it, that's gonna be weird, but alright. Get both of these going. Yes. Let that get fixed.
Research complete.
Get that out of my way. Thank you. And from there, because we just need these two to merge or to fuel a... That's the real question is, can I do it in an arc?
Materials.
Or do I need to do it in a different device? Is this coal? This is coal. Okay, good.
Replication complete.
So this runs into a different question that I've got. Okay, so steel is still done here. Steel just refines iron plates. Well, I'm getting all confused here then. I'm sure coal will be necessary at some point for this. Or something. Besides power generation. For now, I'm just gonna get more iron flowing. And try to build a better path or better construction zone. The next thing, now that I know this doesn't require steel, is to grab the power generation, the wind turbines from over there, and move them to open up more of the land spots. That way I can better visualize how I want to do this factory of sorts. Okay. Just checking what research we were on and... Okay, so next I can do this. Should add that to the field. If I can do solar panel, that might also allow us to expand what we're doing here and how we're doing it, so that we don't have to have so many power generation structures put together. Yeah, so these, move them down here into the water. Doesn't matter if it's gonna take down power for a little bit. Alright. And then we'll move these up into this ocean. At which point we can also move the turret closer to the base. But once we get that going. And all the construction of the ammunition. Trying to lay these out in a better grid, but we'll see what happens there. I've already screwed it up. Now again, I want to kind of keep these away from usable land. There. Puts all those in place and enough power to fuel everything. And so...
Research complete.
Abnormal dark fog signals detected. A significant statistical correlation exists between the density of these signals and our power consumption. On this planet, dark fog is monitoring our energy fluctuations to determine how much threat we pose to them. When this threat peaks, they may launch an attack. The
Well,
upper left corner of
isn't
the
that what
screen
we do?
shows the cumulative threat to each hive.
Alright. So, to build all this... I think I'm just going to leave this running as is and start building just a different factory. I don't know, because I could wipe this out, start iron production, and we shift things off to the side to allow for expansion of production. Kind of like we did in Factorio. It's just a problem of how do we want to lay this out. Alright.
Replication complete.
Yeah, I don't like how I did this at all. Alright. So let's start there. And then we can just break all this up. Yeah. Well, that could have stayed, I suppose. No, we will leave it there for
Research
now,
complete.
I suppose. All this needs to be picked up Come on, let me pick that up. There we go. So those two can stay until I can figure out a better way to get rid of them. Yeah, same with that one. Okay. Roads or conveyor belts. So we've got all this going. This should be good enough right here to allow us to put down another thing. I need to connect these two fields. Then it's a water pump. It's this. 1, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yeah, I kind of figured we didn't have power in the right spots for some of this, but... So the first two should do the magnets. But what really even needs magnets? The only thing that needs magnets is the magnetic coil. So... I don't think... Conventional logic says right now I should leave it at just the one. Or, because in the future we may need to up production, do both. Do I want to start overkill or... No, not particularly. So let's do this. Because nothing else can just be made straight out. Oh yeah, and then we should probably start one or more on steel. Oh wait, no, that comes from these. Right. So we need a second layer of those for steel production. Alright, next would be bringing things up to meet where they need to go. Alright, now we're gonna bring the copper over. Have everything kind of laid out to expand construction there. The other problem is now I need to find a decent production of stone and make it fit into the next level. Kind of making this more complicated than I think I need to be honest, but unlike Factorio, where I always ended up rebuilding the factory every 5 minutes because it needs to grow, it needs to expand, I'm trying to set myself up so that I don't have to rebuild. I suppose I could also just do the other method of building in Factorio, where you just build new production plants to expand. That's not the worst idea that I've ever had. Kind of with the way everything is laid out, it almost makes sense to have done that instead, but here I am. Okay, so we've got the Cosmos going again. That is a good step forward. At least for the moment, because that'll give us our research back. And we just need to bring power to here. done. We've got the couple splitters going, so it won't take everything, fortunately. Ah, right, I don't have copper going to here yet, because I am not the brightest.
Insufficient materials.
And I just wanted to do this. There we go. I had forgotten about it because I had stuffed my own copper trying to get things out of my inventory a little bit. Without doing what I always ended up doing in every other game, where I just chuck it away and never think about it. Because it seems like material is a little bit more scarce on this one. Alright, so we got those going. I feel like I should build a factory that's just going to make conveyor belts. At which point, just drag this over and these over. Because I just want one that's... only one that's working on it for right now. Yeah, put it off to the side. We'll have this bring you to right there. And give you coming here. Add a splitter, because why not? And the irony of me needing to build these.
Insufficient materials.
Yeah. There we go.
Replication complete.
There. Put one power node and this. Bring them right on in. So next, we need to start looking at building and placing turrets, which also means building and placing ammunition. So what we're going to end up doing here... Can I make these? And are they good for what I want to use them for? I can make a couple of them. That's not the purpose yet. So let's put one of these down.
Replication complete.
Have it making ammunition. And we'll have the ammunition brought. Alright, this is where me having conveyors just built is going to pay off. So I just need it to come straight to us. So let's go get that conveyor belt. Okay, so now I've kind of figured out how this works. Just drive it straight in, which is where splitters would be useful for some of this. And then we need power. And then that will protect a fair chunk of our base up here. So what I should do then is to overlap, put this up over here. Put that splitter in like I was thinking about doing. Ooh. Yeah, we can do it this way. I don't like it, but it's not as neat as I would have preferred. Then we can go up. Up and over.
All turrets have a powerful ability, Supernova. Turrets will accumulate a large amount of energy for a short time once Supernova
But there we
has
go.
been enabled.
Then we'll
After
have the power
accumulating,
grid protected.
turrets will enter burst mode and fire
we
extremely
just gotta
quickly for several seconds.
Put a
Note,
few more of these places
Supernova
elsewhere.
costs a massive amount of power.
Okay, it says we're getting close to ore being depleted. Where do I upgrade vein utilization? Do that. Research. What does this do? Oh, more vertical construction. Can't do that one yet. Vein utilize. Okay, so we still need energy matrices before we can do that. Fair. But I don't see a vein that we're. I mean, these two have limited, but that's also why we got more iron and more copper pulled in. Kind of feel like I didn't really need to do all this part, but hey. So we've got a huge stone reserve over here. And there's also one down over here. And we need stone to make glass. We also need it to make silicon. And to get silicon, silicon is useful in this, the microcrystalline component. Glass is used in the prism. Make engines already. And the electric motor. What requires silicon besides this? And this is energetic graphite that comes from coal, which we have plenty of right here. So I should be... I think stone is what I should be going for. Yeah. The real question is, I guess go up over here and grab the stone. Start bringing it down. And I feel like I should be making more ammunition just so that it's, because we're going to be putting another turret up or two. At which point, I'm going to need a couple of these. And we'll need more of these going. Should grab some of these out. That way we're not... Alright. So I'm trying to make it so that I'm not trying to play catch up in the next section of this. And I feel like I'm just going to be failing on that end, but I understand it's going a little slow. I'm trying to push through. Whoops. Alright. So now we've got enough miners. Let's place I guess 6 down. Plus 8. That gathers most of this. Does this pull? No. We have to build a bridge for the power network. So first and foremost is going to be I don't like it, but yeah. Alright, so these two can make the one thing, and then this one makes the other. We need a couple of these smelters. Hold down and go over.
Replication complete.
You go straight down and you'll run right into this. Do I need... That's vein utilization, but just great and all. Let's do that research so that we don't have to worry too much right away. Alright, that's still researching before we get anywhere else. Auto reconstruction. There. Want that. We're gonna need a power plant over there, or power pole. Here would be a great place for a bunch of wind. But besides that, let's do now 1. We'll do 2 over here. Ah, here, that's, okay. I am kind of grasping how I'm gonna have to do this. Kind of. And then this one can go into this building. This one will produce glass. Because glass is immediately useful in... And I might need one just to make stone bricks, but I don't have anything that needs stone brick immediately. What uses glass? The prism. And that was it, right? Just the
Production
prism.
facility has stopped running. If it's not due to a power failure, check if products overflow, or if there aren't enough raw materials. These may cause facilities to fail. Plan your factory in a reasonable manner, and balance production and consumption to ensure orderly operation.
Well, where? Can you show me what I'm missing here? So those have... It's this. No? That. Alright. Well, it's lost power. Grid load is not at 100%.
Research complete.
So just... So that's just not been producing, technically. Weird. What else has possibly failed? We've got another iron vein that we've got tapped, we just haven't brought it up. Same with the coal. Which point? Does the coal... Can I do anything with the coal yet? Oh yes, I can do that. Can be made from coal, can also be made from oil. I don't know where oil is at the moment. But I'm gonna worry about that in a few minutes here. Let's go over here, grab research items so that that keeps flowing. So what's researching right now? Ah, yes, land reclamation. We can make do with that later, but I figured we might as well have it now. We will put this right there, which means bring this up. And I need to grab more of those. That's that. Too far away to grab those. The filter. How far? Let's do that. I don't want to waste all materials with just making conveyors. Just follow the coastline a bit. There. Bring ammunition up to this turret. And that will take a little bit to build. But with that, thank you for joining me here by the campfire. If you liked the video, like it. If you have questions, comments, concerns, witty remarks, same as at the beginning, now at the end. Subscribe if you want to, yada yada. But as always, have a wonderful day.